morning, and Ron, Sarah's good husband there, Good morning, guys. Oh, it might not be good morning where you are, but it's morning here. It's about 9:45 in the morning. Now I'm on the way to a horse called Willow.
She has.
Okay, so
I think
again,
when Niall had her in the rescue first, he said she just used to rear up at him all the time.
Owned by Sarah. Now Sarah's not in the best of health, as you could probably see from the video. Is that the best you felt around her, really? Would you say?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice picture, that is. That's awesome. Right. But you know, basically, I went several times and made a breakthrough with the horse. Become very much less aggressive. Oh. This one's... Stop. Oh, she loves this. That's a nice picture. Her last resort is rear or kick. We were able to trim it without sedation, and it took a lot of effort from me, but we did it. We've been back, me and Dan, together for about, I would say about 3 or 4 trims now. The original farrier doesn't want any part of her, understandably, because you know he did kick him very, very hard. I mean, Dan, obviously being a farrier and local, has found out more. But we're on the way there now. There's been a little bit of a disaster for Sarah. She's not in good health, and she's basically, I mean, her leg snapped. She's been in hospital for a couple of months. The horse was due for trimming, or the 2 horses, she's got 2 rescues, they were due for trimming before that. She's kind of getting her senses back now, Sarah, enough to think about her horses. You know, it's one of these things. Well, we've been contacted. Sarah can't be there, obviously, and they're very, very, very much due for a trim. It's gone way over, and she's apologised for that. But that's life. That happens. They're not going to be as disastrous as some we've been to. So I'm on the way there now. They've had very little interaction, these horses, for some time now. So I don't know what we're going to have. I know last time we went, we didn't film that. Willow did attack Dan. Fortunately, didn't hurt him, but you know, he put his rasp and everything down. I kind of lost a little bit of contact with her. She seems absolutely fine. All the times I've been now, has never been aggressive towards me. Been very, very good with me. But I was talking to someone else, and she did bare teeth on his chest and kind of knocked him flying. But so I don't know what we're going to have today. I'll film what I can. I'm on my own. I'll meet Dan there. I'll film what I can. Yeah, see how we got on. But it's 2 we're doing, so I thought you'd find this interesting. No, we'll get them separately. So here they are. Here they are. Now the other rescue, this white one, that one there bit Sarah's husband the other day quite hard, so we'll have to be a little bit careful. So guys, the wind started blowing really bad here, so I'm doing a voiceover. I don't know if you just caught that the husband, his lovely is Ron, his name is, he got bit really bad by the other little rescue. So I only found that out as I got there. So things haven't been good. Sarah's been away. Now, the first thing I've got to do is catch them, right? Okay. So, well, you open the gate, and Ron said you're going to find it hard to catch them. They'll only come to feed, and then they're aggressive around him. But like, he's not really horsey, and the horses know it. So you can see here, I've got to try and catch the horses. They're kind of having none of it. So I'll just push them around a little bit. You'll kind of see how I get them up through the gate into a little enclosure. So I'll put a little bit of pressure on, and there they are. They're in the enclosure. So we'll get the gate shut in a second now, and then I've got to try and figure out how to catch them and not get, you know, at the end of the day, you know, just catching them, you know, someone could get quite a nasty bite or a kick. So it doesn't matter who it is. You know, me, I've got to be very careful here. But the only way I'm going to catch these horses, you've seen it on videos before, is put a little bit of pressure on them, because obviously they just want to, you know, the flight mechanism, go away from me. They don't have to be caught then. Now, both obviously being rescues, you know, what people represent to them isn't that great. Willow, the bigger horse there, a vet can't get near. It's very, very dangerous for a vet to get near. So who knows what's happened. Remember, Willow, the big one, was found abandoned on a highway, and what a beautiful looking horse. You can imagine what must have happened. So you'll see here, kind of in real time, I'm just now what I've done, I've singled one out. I don't know if you can kind of see which one I've singled out to catch. In my mind, I've got one in my mind here, and I don't know if you can see which one it is. But horses can sense very quickly that it's not about them so much. So Willow here is kind of sensing that. Did you see then when that little rescue, the little coloured then looked at me? All the pressure was relieved in that moment there. So no pressure on at all, because the horse stopped fleeing and kind of considered me, connected a little bit there. I let that little rescue, I don't know the name of the rescue, but can you see there that little rescue sort of follows me there very, very quickly. There you go, look. But again, I was aware only 5 minutes before I'd been informed how the horse had bit very hard. And kicked Sarah's husband, you know. So there, look, I've just you can see there that's been attempted a lot in that horse's life. Don't know how old it is, he or she, I'm not even sure. But did you notice there that horse had lived that, where someone had kind of give it a treat and then tried to catch it? There, look, can you see that? No, it says no, I don't think we'll be having any of that. So as soon as I see the back end of the horse, I don't see the two eyes, I'm putting pressure on again. So that's what I'm doing, look, pressure, 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 just not too much, because there's a bushes at the back there, and I don't think it's that secure in there, so they could try and get through the fence in there, so I've got to be a little bit careful. Again there, did you see that little look to me? And just say, no, you're all right, just let the horse sniff me. And there, can you see that? I closed my eyes there and just backed off for a second, and then there you go, look. So that horse is kind of hooked to me a little bit. Now there's something in it for him, one of those little licks. Now both of these horses, pony, have not had much hard feed or anything with sugar in it like those licks. So that's working in my favour there. They haven't had it because they've had laminitis and things in the summer. So they're on kind of strict diets, really. So that is like nectar to them. So there we go, we caught there, and now we're going to start to think about trimming. I'm going to go back and check now, see whether the wind noise is still as bad, and I'll voice over if I need to. It's a blustery old day, isn't it? Just blustery old day. Right then. So yeah, it was, you know, it doesn't matter what equipment you've got on your phones when that's happening like that. It's very, very windy and through like a valley there. So I'm back to this now. Now, you know, it was evident straight away that this little pony wasn't going to bite me, wasn't going to bite Dan. Horses know when you know and they know when you don't. And in all fairness to this lovely fella here, he's not horsey, and he does show a little bit of fear to them. So, you know, that's it. And the trimming of this one went excellently. Dan did a cracking job. No trouble at all. So yeah, I'll with your blue eye. Beautiful. Look at your lovely feet now. Right, Dan, I'm going to try and catch Willow now. So that's it. That's the one trimmed. Now I've got to catch Willow. Now again, I've got to be a little bit careful because, Willow can be, obviously abandoned on a highway. We're convinced she must have done some damage to somebody. I think with her front feet maybe, or bit them hard, and someone just took the horse somewhere, took Willow somewhere, and just dumped her, because it's costly to put a horse down. And so you can see there, the horse, Willow, just looked at me for a second and I backed off. Now I've offered my hand, being very careful here. And there, now she didn't follow, but she feels quite, you got to remember, Willow knows when a vet goes there, and he's very difficult. Vets are in trouble with you. You have to be very careful. Farriers, a farrier doesn't represent any good to it either. Maybe they've tied her up before or something. So Willow can see that there's other people there. She's just noticed the farrier there doing her friend. So she doesn't want to be caught, She's going to be a little bit worried here, or what's to come again. So I'm there now, and I've managed. She's kind of comfortable up on that bank, and I'm just, kind of telling in my own way that she'll be all right. She doesn't want to come. Look, she doesn't want to lead down. She's thinking, oh no, what's to come now? But eventually she'll kind of follow. There you go. Now, I was thinking to myself then about when the last time Dan was there and she went for him. Now, she really did. I wish I'd got it on video. But she really, in a second, split second, he went to touch her neck and not go down for the feet. But he usually does that. He equates himself with a horse. Great thing to do. But with her, I'm pretty sure she thought he was going to inject her or something, and went for her, went for him. So just in that moment, I'm thinking, what can I do? I don't want to just go straight to Dan now. So I thought to myself, right, I know what really was a good breakthrough last time, was to do some siding up on the fence. I gave her a little lick there, which she absolutely loves because she's been on that diet. So I'm going to take her now to the gate and do some siding up with her and get above her. I thought that'd be a really good thing to do, and move her feet around to get her in, feeling okay again, that I can move her around and she'll get through it. So that's it. I thought she was as ready as I could get her in the time, and we're about to see if Dan's okay with her. Yeah, we'll get going now and see if we can get the feet trimmed. Now, right, so I need this.
Let's go straight to the feet.
Yeah, but I've got to, do you know what I'm saying? Right, so go. Perfect. Right, now we've worked it out, or what we think we've worked it out, I'm pretty sure. The last time we went, Dan went straight for her neck to give her neck a stroke, and that's when she charged him, okay? Now, we knew when we took this horse on, or when I first went to the original visit, we knew that that Willow was vet phobic and she would attack a vet. And it got to the stage where they couldn't sedate for the feet anymore. So if you can't get staging in, you can't do the feet because she was kicking the farrier. It's not a good scenario or a good future, is it? So we've kind of figured that out. So there, Dan was very clever there to recognise the fact that just to go straight down for the feet. Now, I'd done a little session there. I'd got myself above her. I made sure I was controlling her feet. So
Dennis
yeah, we
liked
were in
Willow
good
Farrier.
shape here. Really, I
was
knew
your
that at
farrier
that
before?
point that we
He
were
doesn't want any
okay.
part of her, and really, Dan can't blame him because, you know, he nearly got hurt, didn't he? The other farrier, you know, this is dangerous business, you know. But usually you would sedate, but it got to the stage where the vet couldn't sedate.
No, he couldn't.
Huh?
No, she couldn't.
I think that's why she tried biting me last time.
That's right, I forgot that. Dan thinks, and maybe he has got a point, that he thought it was a vet gonna jab her. What do you think? That's more like it, wasn't it? This will be like nectar to her because she's been on a diet because of laminitis, hasn't she? So this is a great tool for today. This is a great tool.
So that's pretty much how the trimming went from now on. You'll see more of it, but every time, there you go, see the time in there. Every time she picked her foot up, she'd have that lick, and she was desperate for that lick because she's been on a diet for months now. So it was a really good tool, as I said, to use. So this, I'll show you some little bits of this now, but the trimming went really well. Front feet, back feet. Each time she picks foot up, I just give her the lick. Timing, got my timing bang on for it. So yeah.
Yeah, there's a job for you then. That one.
Yeah, that one at mine for a week. Be so careful. I know Sarah wanted to ride this horse, but can you imagine all her hips and everything if she came up? Well, she's not well anyway, because she's got severe arthritis. Severe, isn't it?
Yeah.
But she had a problem. She had a hip done 20 years ago.
21 or something like that.
Yeah, and all the pins came out, and then it got worse, and then it broke her leg.
The pin going down her leg, it goes right down nearly to the knee, and it come loose.
Wow.
So you had to take all that out,
Yeah.
put the new one in.
She's been through the wars, but something like that, you know, if she came off the horse bad, it'd break all that up, wouldn't it?
I'm glad she's going to see this.
She has conceded.
I said she's going to see this.
Play that clip again. Watch when Dan puts the foot down. As he puts it down now, I take the lick away. So it starts to be attraction to pick the foot up for somebody to get the lick.
They're getting there now, aren't they? What do you think of them?
Brilliant.
As if you would know, right?
Hey. Sure is mine.
As you can see here, you know, the trimming went really well. She's not going to forget this. As you know, I think we'll be going back, you know, every 5 to 6 weeks now. Keep this program going. It's going to need me and Dan. Dan's not willing to go on his own. I don't blame him, and I wouldn't let him anyway. So yeah, I mean, these rescue horses, they do take some looking after. You know, it's not everyone that I would suggest have these kind of rescue horses, but it enriches Sarah's life. And I remember saying to me, Sarah, that, you know, and originally I said, well, you sure you need these horses in your life? She said, well, they're not going anywhere, so I'll have to do it on my own. So with that kind of attitude, guys, I had to help her. And yeah, but you can see here, it ended well. The horses aren't running off. They're kind of looking to us. They're, you know, everything was good. What a nice experience for them. So, you know, I think it'd be fine next time myself, but you never know. Ever so pleased. You know, Dan's a great farrier. You know, he's only young really, but he's really, you know, I feel really good when he's around. This is wobbling, guys, on this little clip I've got for the phone here, but yeah, job well done. I think it'll be a lot better next time, because it's been I think 3 months with all what's gone on, and yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. Guys, a lot of people might want to watch some of the older videos when we put updates like this. Now there's Facebook group. I'm not very technical, but I've got this sorted. There's an old phone. You go on Facebook to the Stephen Horsemanship group. You scroll up to where it says photos with an arrow, and then under there that will bring up the videos. So then you press that for videos, and then you're in all the videos. There's about 100 and I don't know how many. There's loads of videos from the past. Now I'm going to show you the Willow one because it's related to this. Scrolling down, and there is the abandoned horse found on the highway. So that's the horse you've just seen me go back to with Dan. Amazing video. Now that's 1 hour 41 minutes, a long one, but it was 3 or 4 visits all condensed into one. Now all of the visits, pretty much unedited, are shown on our subscription page, which I'll show you now. The way into the subscription page, where there's another 120 videos at the moment, you just press that blue one there, subscribe, and that'll take you to what I'll show you now. So I've gone into that, and then once you're in the subscription page, you go down to featured there, press the arrow, which is there, and then all the videos then come up. You just scroll along, there's all sorts of videos on that. They go on forever, and they're all pretty much as they are, unedited. I learn more that way. But there's 3 or 4 of Willow on that site. So if you are interested, that's how you do it. So that's a wrap on this video, guys. It's 7 o'clock in the morning here. I got up really early to do that. A little word of warning: please be very careful dealing with horses that are kicking and aggressive. I show these videos, and you know, I hope people get help if they need help. You know, but the next video, guys, will be, oh, it's a horrible day here. Next video is going to be about 2 weeks time, because we're off to Spain in a couple of days time. We're doing a blog there. It's going to be a very interesting blog, I think, with some of the places we go in. We're doing a bit of a demo and taking some bits and pieces to a rescue centre called Ark. So, oh, it's horrible here, guys. Oh, it's a horrible day, yeah. So it all comes with owning horses. Last night we went out for a meal and I didn't do the stables, so I've got to get all the stables done now and then get all the horses in. Oh dear, where's Charlotte when I need her? And there they are, there's 2. There's 2 of them ready to come in. Yeah. Are you two ready to come in? Huh? Are you 2 ready to come in? Oh, look at that, guys. We've had that delivered. Look, that's a hay feeder. I'll let you know how we get on with that one. They're quite expensive, but you know, we've got 2, that one and another one coming, so you don't lose your hay. And they're not metal, so they're safe. So that's it then. I'll get inside now. Oh, I will show my friends from America. Will enjoy this colour scheme of my bike there, guys. Stars and Stripes, to commemorate the winning the championship in America. That's really, well, everyone's got to have a release. Mine's bike. Some people have the golf thing and whatever. Mine's the bikes. It gets me away from everything for a bit. And there she is, the queen herself. I'm gonna get her in now. Anyway, guys, Happy trails to you all, and see you in a couple of weeks.